Igen, så er der rigtig mange, der har spurgt mig, jamen Hjalmar, hvad går du og laver i dag? Jamen, vi kommer ud og se på det helt nye lava her i Island. Det er så det, vi ser på i dag. Og det er der altså mange, der har spurgt mig om.
Okay, prøv at se, hvor jeg er henne. Nu er i Island. Vejen var der. Så kom vulkanudbrud og lavaen ødelagde vejen. Så der er ikke nogen vej mere. Men der er lava.
Der er mange, der spurgte mig, hvad spiser du, når du er i Island? Spiser SS-pølser. Altid. Nu er vi ude og stå på skøjter. Og dem fra Island af her, de... Jamen, der er mange, der har spurgt mig om mange ting, men vi er på tur, kærestetur, Maja og Elva Dødt. Vi er på tur, og der står her jo, at man bliver stærkere, hvis man drikker tidligt, så det har vi jo tænkt os at fortsætte med. Der er rigtig mange, der har spurgt, hvor går du i bad henne? Det gør vi i Sky Lagoon. Kæft, hvor er det lækkert, mand. Det er bare totalt sommervejr. 30 grader. Woohoo! Maja og Elva Dødt er i Sky Lagoon. Og kæft, hvor er det lækkert, mand. Det er der mange, der har spurgt mig om. Nu skal vi se.
Ja, lige der. Lige til undergangen.
sammen. Hvad laver vi i dag? Det er der rigtig mange, der har spurgt mig om. Vi er jo selvfølgelig i Island. Der er pissekoldt. Bjerge og alt muligt lækkert. Der er rigtig mange, der har spurgt mig om, hvad dagen i dag skal gå med. Og vi skal ned og bade i den der. Og vi er lige Amalia med her også.
Alright, so what these bubbles are, this is our ice block from underneath. It's going to turn to steam. The steam is then going to burst its way up and out of the lava, giving us this bubbled effect here at the surface. Now this here is something called Pele's hair. Pele's hair are these very thin filaments of lava. And it is something that's going to form in nature, but it happens when lava goes off of some sort of edge or picked up by the wind. And that's how it can get blown into a thin strand like that. These hairs are named after the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes. So her name is Pele. But in Iceland, there is no such thing as a goddess that is called Pele. So in Icelandic, the hairs are called witches' hairs or Nornahau. So these hairs are also going to cool down very quickly. We can see that they're going to go from orange to black in just a couple of seconds. Because of how thin they are, that does make them pretty rare and difficult to find in nature. Just because around an erupting volcano, something this small, it is going to get destroyed immediately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my second block of ice that I have. But the second block is going to go on top of the lava. Right here. As you can see already, very different effect with ice block number 2. Because if we look at the surface of the lava, the surface of our lava is not moving. The top layer of the lava does solidify very quickly. So then when I put a block of ice on top of it, it does turn to steam, you can see that. But now there's steam getting trapped in the lava. So as the trapped steam will try to rise and kind of, and then this next part I'm doing on both sides, I'm just doing it on this one first. Just so we can see underneath. So we can see that yellow gooey lava. So the fact that it's yellow, that's telling us that that's the exact same temperature as it was when it came out of the furnace. Because yellow lava tells us that it's 1,000 degrees or higher. So despite 2 ice blocks and me already messing with it a bunch, we're still at the same temperature. So other side now, so that everybody gets the drama. But as soon as I expose the lava out, as soon as I brighter lava underneath, so you can feel how much light that gives off. It's super bright. Where it's cooler, it's going to be more dull in color, and I can kind of peel back layers, and again, reveal lava underneath that is hot enough that I can make Pele's hairs with still. So you can see how good it is kind of like protecting itself underneath there. The more I mess with it, the more I expose, then the more solid it's going to be, the more gummier it's going to become. So you can see here where it's been out more, and I'll try to grab kind of like a glob of it, if I can. Where it's more dull, it holds together better. It's a little bit like taffy. Like on my right-hand side, it's not coming with me. It's the more liquid stuff that's brighter that wants to pull upwards still. You can see where it's super, super thin. It's gonna lose that heat faster and it's gonna start to turn black. You can hear the crunch of it start to become more solid. So the middle phase, where it has properties of both a solid and a liquid, it's just because lava does not cool down evenly and equally. If it's thicker in one spot, something that's exposed to the air first, they're all gonna kind of cool down at different temperatures. Because lava is an insulator of heat, that means it's a poor conductor. So it traps heat. It does not move that heat around. That's why we can have different parts of the lava be very different temperatures. Some of it is more solid than others. Some of it's kind of gummy. Some of it's super liquidy. Some of it is more bright. We can just see how it kind of stretches. Eventually the lava doesn't stretch at a certain point. It will become more solid than liquid. So at that point, we're not able to stretch it anymore. But every time I bring it up, we expose more out. Where we have it really thin, you can see that glow fade away super, super fast before it breaks apart. I will say, this is very hot lava. Whew. I know it sounds a little bit funny to say the lava's hot. Of course it's hot, but it's like extra hot. Usually it doesn't stay liquid for this long. Usually you can't mess with it this long. But I think I'm gonna go just one more time. Let's see if I can get kind of in one of these parts down here. And I'll just kind of pull up very slowly with it. Just so we can really see how the brightness kind of comes through the cracks. And also how well the top layer is going to kind of